Once upon a time, there were two boys, and they lived in a peaceful little village a long way away. Now, this village, it had never known war. It had never known battles, but what it did know was the stories of people who had fought for their country, for their families, and these stories, they were passed down, and all of the children knew them. And these two boys, they were inseparable. It was very rare to see them apart, and most of the village thought that they were brothers because they were that close. Well, they had heard these stories since they were young, and they decided that when they were older, they would fight. They would fight for their homes, fight for their families. They would be men of honour. Well, many years passed, and the village, it learnt that there were barbarians coming to attack them, and the village was very scared because no one in the village knew how to fight. So they made a plan. They made a plan to hide away. They would hide away and hope that the barbarians wouldn't find them. Well, the two boys, they decided together this was their chance. This was their chance to fight and become heroes. And though the villagers, they protested and they said, "You can't do this," they still knew that they wanted to. And so, despite all the protests, the two boys, they stayed in the village after all of the other villagers went into their cellars and locked themselves in. Well, it was many days passed, and eventually the villagers started to come out. They decided it might be safe, and when they emerged, all they could see, as far as the eye could see, was barbarians, a whole horde of them lying dead. There was no sign of the two boys, but when they looked up, in the sky, there was a rainbow. And you may call it madness, but every single one of those villagers could see on top of that rainbow there were two figures. Those two boys. And any time there's a rainbow, those villagers are reminded that they're safe because those two boys are riding the rainbow.